Did you know that the federal government promised to spend up to 40% of the special education cost way back when it first started IDEA? And today we're only spending about 13% of that cost. Shocking, right? These numbers are according to the National Education Association's numbers from last year. Today we're digging into what's happening with special education funding since President Trump took office and what that means for our kids. So here's the pain point we all feel. Our kids with IEPs and 504 plans need teachers, therapists, and support, stuff that costs money. But the feds aren't fully footing the bill, and now things are getting shakier. Schools are already stretched thin. Some of you've probably seen delays in getting services or heard about teacher shortages. I know I felt that worry. Will my child get what they need? That's why this funding mess hits us right in the heart. Let's break down what's new since January 20th when Trump started. The Department of Education's been busy cutting funds, not the main IDEA budget yet, but stuff that helps it work. On February 17th, they slashed over $600 million in teacher training grants. Some of that trained special ed teachers. 2 days later, on the 19th, they cut $226 million from a program that helps schools support kids like ours. And get this, a grant to help teens with disabilities move to adulthood, that was gone right after Trump took office. The big talk now, maybe turning IDEA into state-run funds someday. That could give states more say, but it might also mean some places get less help if they can't step up. What's all this mean? Less training could leave us with fewer special ed teachers. Already a problem since 80% of states had shortages last year, per the U.S. Department of Education. And weakened support might make it harder to get those IEPs just right. But here's the flip side. If states take charge, they might get creative and come up with a better way of doing things. It's a gamble, and we're stuck in the middle. Let's recap. The feds are funding way less than promised, 13% instead of up to 40%. And now they're cutting extras like teacher training and support programs. Over $800 million gone this month alone, plus talk of states taking over. Why is this huge for us? Our kids need every dollar, every teacher, every chance to thrive. These changes could mean more fights for services or a push for states to step up. Either way, it's our community that's watching and waiting. So here's your question of the day. What's one thing you tell your state leaders to protect special ed funding? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading every one. If you've liked this update, hit subscribe and that bell so you don't miss what's next. Over at Water Prairie, we've got more for you. Check out the Water Prairie Chronicles podcast for deeper dives and our Q&A videos tackling your special ed questions. The links are below. Let's keep this conversation going. Our kids are worth it, and I'll see you next time.